Hi, my name is Dan Ruby. I'm the Director of Online Marketing here at Localytics, and welcome to Whiteboard Wednesdays. Today we are going to talk about the difference between web and mobile and give you a couple of ideas to kick around when deciding what mobile technology is right for your organization. So you're all watching this video because you're already very established, accomplished digital marketers. You've been dealing with a website for years and years and years, and you have watched that website kind of evolve over time from maybe a collection of links and a handful of graphics and a call to action to what is most likely a very rich, interactive, branded experience today. And so the question becomes, how do I take this rich, branded experience and port it over to a very small screen that is in everybody's pockets now? So step number one is to do nothing, because as most smartphones have a full HTML capable browser, they can technically access your existing website through the browser. The downside of this, obviously, is that the experience is terrible. There's a lot of pinching to zoom, there's scrolling around, there's a lot of elements that don't necessarily play, but it works. It's just not the right way to go. Step number two is to make a mobile optimized website. And that's something that your web designers should be able to do off the bat. It's basically just taking this rich, immersive, interactive website that you've got and kind of pulling away a lot of the richness, drilling it down to the core messages, and making it optimized for the experience of a touchscreen, small touchscreen. And this is a really good first step. It's a great way to make sure that people who are still coming to your brand via search engines have an experience that it may not be as cool, it may not be as immersive, but it works on a mobile device. So the next step beyond that is to take this mobile website and kind of wrap it in a native app wrapper. What that means is there's several products out there that will allow you to take this existing website that you've built and then designed to fit in the mobile framework and put it into the native language of a particular operating system. So for example, you've still got this HTML website with, in the case of iOS, Objective-C built around it. Now, this doesn't really make any difference in the actual usability of this website, but what it does get you is distribution. Because once you've wrapped it in this native wrapper, you can put it into one of the various app stores, be it Google Play, iOS's Apple App Store, Amazon's App Store, and so on and so forth. The next step is to take the actual usability and the real richness and the coolness that your website has evolved to over time and actually try to mirror that depth of experience. And the way to do that is with a native app. That is an app that is built from the ground up in whatever language a particular mobile operating system is coded in. So this allows a lot more interactivity. This allows a lot more cool features. A native app will have full access to a phone's hardware. So if you're a retailer, for example, you have access to the camera, which will allow you to do cool things like QR and barcode scanning. If you're a publication, it gives you access to the phone's local storage, which means that you can download your latest issue locally onto somebody's device, and then you don't have to worry about connectivity. They can read it in a tunnel, on a plane, anywhere. So the question then becomes, which one of these is right for my business? And you kind of have to look at what level of depth and what level of interactivity is important to your particular business. Obviously, a native app gives you the greatest possible depth of experience, but there are drawbacks to that as well. You have to have somebody code a native app specifically for each platform that you want to go to. So if you want to be on Android, you have to have somebody who can code in Java. If you want to be on iOS, you you have to have somebody who can code in Objective-C. If you want to be on Windows 8, you have to have somebody who can code in C#. So that will ramp up your development time and your development expenses. So the question then that you have to decide individually is, do I want something that is basic and gets a lot of search traffic and doesn't necessarily need more than fairly simple surface level information, in which case a mobile website may be all that you need? Do I want to take that and add on the distribution capability of the app stores, in which case taking that mobile website and wrapping it in a native wrapper, creating what's called a hybrid app, as we discussed earlier, may be the right decision? And then do I want this really interactive, really rich, branded experience, and am I willing to invest the development time and expenses into that, in which case a native app is probably right for you. So I hope that's given you a nice overview of the different possibilities for creating a mobile experience for, for your brand. Again, my name is Daniel Ruby. I'm the Director of Online Marketing here at Localytics, and I hope you've enjoyed this Whiteboard Wednesday, and we will see you next week.